If you're interested in buying an engagement ring that has side stones, you should watch this video. So today we're talking about side stones, and this can be a really important part of the engagement ring purchasing process because this is sort of what gives that ring its finishing touches. There are a lot of different shapes to consider when it comes to side stones, but the most important thing is to figure out what center stone you're purchasing, and then the side stones get matched to that center stone. The first and most important thing would be to match the quality. Specifically the color, that's really important. You never want your center stone to look more or less white than your side stones do. The clarity is a little bit less important, especially since the side stones are a lot smaller than the center stone. You can usually afford to go down in the clarity grade. We're just looking for something that kind of looks cohesive with your center stone, depending on the look that you're going for. While there aren't right or wrong pairings, I think there are definitely pairings that make more sense. And often you'll find that we sort of match the faceting look of the center stone with the side stones. So for example, if you're buying an emerald cut, the best matches are going to be something that also has a step cut faceting. And those side stones really complement the center and don't take away from it. I think the most important thing is actually the measurements. And there's actually not a correct ratio of center to sides. I often get the question, if I'm using a 2-carat center stone, what size should my side stones be? And that's very specific to what look you're going for. For example, I have 3 pairs of bullets here. They would all look great with the same center stone, just depending on if you're wanting the side stones to be more of an accent or if you want them to kind of be a 3-stone look. Each pair will give you something very different. Things to think about are kind of, do I want the side stones to just accent the center stone and let that really be the star of the show? Or do I want a real 3-stone look where each stone has its own importance? So for example, we have 2 rings here, both feature an emerald cut center stone. Here we have tapered baguettes, which are really just a nice delicate accent and sort of let the emerald be the star. Here we have a 3-stone ring, so this is actually 3 emerald cuts. I think the center stone feels a little bit less important, which there's nothing wrong with, but it's now more about this entire ring story and not so much about the center stone itself. Adding side stones to a ring can really amplify the look. It can really fill out the size appearance on your finger. So it is a really good option for someone who feels like maybe their center stone isn't feeling important enough on its own. And side stones definitely make a ring feel a little bit more traditional and classic than something like pave or even just a modern, simple solitaire wood. So to sum it up, there's no right or wrong when you're picking your side stones, and I do think that you should really allow your jeweler to sort of guide you towards what they think good complements for your center stone would be. I think the best thing to do is to find a picture online of a ring that you love in terms of the overall ratios, and then let your jeweler find the right pair of stones that sort of best matches your center.